Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about phase 4 of focus note taking, which is summarizing and reflecting on your learning. So basically, you're going to think about the notes as a whole. You'll summarize and reflect. You'll think about what have I learned and try to answer the essential question. You'll also think, how will this be useful? And consider how this is supposed to help you with the class and where you should go from here. For history, we're going to be using a template called Racer, so I'll show you how that's going to work. All right, so this is the Racer paragraph template. So Racer is an acronym and it stands for different things on how to write a paragraph. So the R is to restate the question into a complete sentence. So in other words, you're turning it into a statement. You're going to answer the question in your own words. You'll cite evidence from the text, so in this case, the notes or what the teacher shared in class. You'll explain how the evidence supports your answer. And then lastly, you'll restate your answer. So this is the template that we'll be using every time. So I apologize in advance. When I originally posted your notes, for some of you, I forgot to put the template. So if that's the case, I'll be posting an additional document so you can just copy and paste this template into your notes. So to begin with, we're going to be answering the essential question. So let's go look and see what the essential question was for this lesson. So the essential question is, what is geography and why is it important to know for world history? So let's go ahead and do this. So go ahead and highlight it. Click copy, and then go ahead and go down and paste it. So that's our essential question. So now we can go ahead and use the template. So the first part of Racer is to restate the question into a complete sentence or a statement. So in other words, let's go ahead and turn this question into a statement. So for this lesson, you can use my example, but next time you just need to make sure that it's your own example. So for this one, I wrote, geography is important to know for world history. So essentially, it's just this question, but I put it into a sentence or a statement. I also put it in purple and I italicized it, so that way it'll be easier for me later on. I highly recommend you do this, so try to italicize it using this button and try putting it in a different color. So you can highlight it and then select a color. I just do this because it's much easier later on for the last step. So the next step of Racer is to answer the question in your own words. So the essential question is, what is geography and why is it important to know for world history? So I'm going to go ahead and answer it, and I'm also going to italicize it and put it in a different color. So the answer is, geography is the study of the earth and its relationship to the people who live there. Like I said before, the next step of Racer is to answer C, cite the evidence from the text, or in this case, the notes or what the teacher said in class. So basically it says, according to the section blank, it states that blank. So whenever you answer a question, you can't just answer it. You have to tell me where you got that information from. It's really important to do that for college and beyond. So where did I get this information from? Geography is the study of the earth. Well, if you go up to the section where it says, what is geography? I got it right here. Geography is the study of the earth. So here's what I'm going to do. So it's in the section geography. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Copy what is geography. I'll go down and I'll use the sentence scaffold. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in here. And then I'll answer it. So it says, according to the section geography, it states that, and you can either copy it word for word in parentheses. So that way it shows me that you copied it from somewhere, or you can put it into your own words. So I think to make things easier, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it with parentheses to show that I got my information from somewhere. So I'll put parentheses, and then I'll look for the actual quote. So let's go ahead and scroll up. And then here's where I got it from. It says geography, the study of the earth. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it down below. According to what is geography, it states that geography is the study of the earth, comma, or period, parenthesis, and that's it. You can also put it into your own words. So if I were to just put it into my own words, I would use this example. Geography shows the relationship between the earth and the people who live there. So again, you can either put it in direct quotes or you can just paraphrase it. Since I told the reader where I got my information from and I cited my information, it's not plagiarism. So again, you can either use one or the other. And also I put this one in orange just so that way it's a different color than the rest. Let's go ahead and go over the E in RACER. So E stands for explain how this evidence supports my answer. Give examples from the connections that you made. So it says this evidence supports my answer because, and then this is my answer. So I said it reinforces what I learned for this class lesson, and it helps me to remember why geography is important. So basically, I mentioned the answer, and I also emphasize why it's important to know geography as well. So that's how you'll answer E for explain. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the last R in RACER, or just state your answer. So basically, this is the easiest part of RACER. So all you're going to do is that you're going to pick a sentence starter. So you can pick all in all, in conclusion, or if you have another way to start your last sentence, you can use that as well. I'm just going to use this one, so all in all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight all in all, and I'm going to make it the same color as the green just to remind myself that I'm answering the second sentence of RACER. So I'm going to go ahead and make it green. And this is the easiest part. So all you have to do is just to restate the answer. So on the computer, it's really easy. All you have to do is just copy it and paste it. So that's the first part of RACER. There's one more step and you'll be done with your summary. All right, so for the last part of your summary, I'm going to go ahead and put all of these sentence starters together into one cohesive paragraph. So this is really easy on the computer. All you have to do is just copy and paste it together. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And down here, I'm going to go ahead and paste it. And make sure whenever you start a new paragraph, you hit tab. So again, hit tab. And now that's our first part of the summary, right? So I'm going to go ahead and finish copying and pasting this all together, and I'll show you what that looks like. So after you copy and paste everything from your summary, it's going to look like this. So just make sure it's all grammatically correct, and you'll be done with step 4.